Hello everyone, thank you for arriving on time. We will wait a minute for everyone to join in. Thank you for your patience. Good day everyone. Thank you for joining us. My name is Eva. I am with the SAP Customer Experience team and I'm happy to be hosting today's webinar session, New Skin Driving Customer Loyalty with SAP Marketing Cloud and Annex Cloud. Before we get started and I hand you over to your presenters Bernard Chang, Chris Nelson and Matt Reeves, just a couple of things I'd like to mention. The session will be recorded and posted on the wiki in a few days. Please post the questions in the group chat window and they will be answered at the end of the session if time allows. All questions and answers will also be posted on the wiki along with the recording. And lastly, the deck being presented today is in the additional resources window, so feel free to download it if you would like. So without any further ado, I will hand you over to Bernard Chang to introduce the team. Thank you.
Thanks, Eva. And hello, everyone. Welcome to the webinar. This is one of the November installation of our Marketing Essentials monthly webinar. So welcome. And I'm very excited about today's topic and the guests that we have. We have today's, let me move this on here. If you could see, and I'm sure you've seen the webinar topic. But we're going to be talking really about SAP Marketing Cloud and Annex Cloud solution that helps organizations like New Skin do loyalty and loyalty marketing. In today's experience economy, you can no longer just compete on great products and services at a good price. You need to be able to deliver great experiences that builds customer loyalty to earn repeat business and increase revenue. So in this webinar, you'll hear directly from New Skin, a leader in personal care products, and learn about how they're using SAP Marketing Cloud along with Customer Loyalty Cloud from Annex Cloud to deliver an integrated loyalty marketing solution. Through this discussions, you'll learn about our current loyalty market trends and challenges, and learn about best practices in doing loyalty and loyalty marketing. And you also will have a chance to learn about the Annex Cloud solutions and the integrations between SAP CX solutions and Annex Cloud. And like I said, we have two fantastic speakers today. We're very fortunate to have Chris Nelson. He's the Director of Business Integration at New Skin Enterprises. Like I said, New Skin is one of the leading global direct selling companies in personal care and beauty device and nutritional products. He leads a global team of technical analysts responsible for SAP Marketing Cloud and Annex Cloud loyalty programs and campaigns. And these programs and campaigns are executed within the marketing teams in over 50 countries and in 30 different languages. So very sophisticated shop that he's running. The second speaker is Matt. Matt Reeves he's the head of strategic solutions at Annex Cloud. And prior to joining Annex Cloud, Matt's he's gained 16 years of experience at SAP, holding leadership positions in development and product and solution management in the product areas of commerce marketing, retail, supply chain, manufacturing, and analytics. He's been primarily focused on customer-centric methodologies to craft future products and partner vision, define go-to-market strategies, and manage strategic client relationships. And thank you both for being here. And without further ado, I'm going to pass it over to Matt first and to get us going here. Matt?
Yeah, thank you, Bernard, and thank you, everyone, for joining. We appreciate your time. So I wanted to provide, before we get to the heart of the presentation, wanted to provide at least a brief overview about Annex Cloud and some trends and topics that we see specific to loyalty. We're cognizant of the fact there may be a number of people on the call that may not have heard of Annex before, so I think a brief overview would be helpful. So Annex Cloud's a publicly held corporation, has been in business for 8 or 9 years. We are headquartered in LA, but have other global offices as well. We have 3 components to our offering. So this is a cloud-based SaaS solution that has a loyalty platform, which is everything that you would expect for managing and standing up and using the loyalty management component of the platform. We also have a referral marketing cloud that deals with referrals and brand advocacy, as well as our UGC stack, which has components of ratings and reviews, Q&A, as well as visual commerce. We've also shared a few recent joint SAP and Annex wins, customers like Toyota, Philip Morris, and of course Nu Skin, which you'll hear more about in a few minutes. So when we talk about brand loyalty, we like to think of this, or at least an easy way to describe this is when consumers choose to interact with your brand, your products and services, even though there may be an equal or better alternative. And the reason that they do that is because they feel a connection. It's more than just a product or a service. And we see statistics around this that, in fact, we see that Gartner and Forrester have reported numbers somewhere on the order of around 80% or higher of customers. They're willing to pay for a better customer experience, even though it's more expensive, right? So they care more about just the individual product itself. They care about their relationship with the brand. And that's important as far as engaging people from a loyalty perspective, because we also see statistically that loyalty members spend on average 15 to 20% more than per year than members who are not part of the loyalty program. So this can have real consequences to a company who chooses either to adopt or not to adopt a loyalty program. And hopefully you'll see some examples of how we do that in some of the coming slides. But the loyalty program itself, right, just offering points or an earn and burn type of program just typically isn't enough. It's more than points. It's really about engaging with the brand in a meaningful way. We know that customers say that they feel more loyal to a brand that quote unquote gets them, right? And what is that gets them part? Well, it's knowing what they're interested in. It's almost being able to predict the types of things that they are interested in and the types of products and services that they want. It's about providing them with relevant offers, not just providing them with an offer or a coupon about a product or a service that they don't care about. That's becoming kind of old news and old hat. That in order to stay relevant, that you definitely have to offer more personalized rewards and tailored benefits. These things are absolutely critical to being successful, especially in retail today. And we see the flip side of that we see that almost 70% of customers will leave a customer if they feel that customer or that company doesn't care about their business. So again, how companies can instill this type of behavior is making sure that they are staying relevant, that they have multiple touch points with those customers, be it through marketing activities or loyalty activities or a host of other ways that you can communicate with your customers. So how can loyalty, solve some of these problems? I think you'll see from Chris a few examples of these. But one of the biggest trends that we see, or one of the biggest focal points that companies are focusing on now, is on customer retention. It really is kind of the most important aspect of all of these things. We know that it takes 5 to 6 times more to acquire a new customer than to retain a customer that you already have. So how do you focus on that retention? How do you encourage repeat buying and repeat business? Because we also know that a majority of our revenue comes from existing customers. It comes from those repeat buyers. So how do we keep those people engaged? The key points to keeping that engagement is through, how do we engage with them in meaningful ways? And it's this thing that we call the space between, right? It's the space between purchases. How do we keep them engaged during that downtime when they're not physically in the store or they're actively online shopping for something? And we do that through things like referral marketing and brand advocacy, where we're asking the consumers to share experiences, share pictures on social media or other channels about how they're engaging with your brand and how they're using your products and services. And this begins to build a community that people will kind of gravitate towards and spend more time engaging with your brand. There's things like contests and events or in-store activities. These are all things that we can incorporate into a loyalty program or other capabilities to make sure that we keep the audience engaged. And then also things like reviews, Q&A, any of the components within a UGC stack where people are hashtagging images or they're leaving reviews for a product or service that they've bought from your brand. And we see that when companies implement these type of statistics, these type of capabilities, we see that these key KPIs actually start to make a difference, right? We see the repeat purchase rates increase. We see the average order value go up. We see the lifetime value of the customer go up. And all of these things can have a meaningful impact in your bottom line. So with that, hopefully that will give you a broad overview of loyalty and a little bit about Annex. You'll learn more as we go through. But with that, I'd like to turn it over to Chris Nelson, which, as Bernard mentioned, he's the Director of Business Integration at Nu Skin. He's going to share some details about Nu Skin and also share some details about their journey through implementing a loyalty solution. So with that, Chris, over to you.
Thanks, Matt. Bernard did a good job introducing Nu Skin. Like he said, we're one of the top direct selling companies in the world. We've got a global footprint in 50 countries. We've been around since 1984, so we've been around for about 35 years. Our product line is pretty diverse, and our mission is to be a force for good throughout the world by empowering people to improve lives with rewarding business opportunities, innovative products, and an enriching and uplifting culture. It really is our goal to provide people with business opportunities and premium products. As a direct selling company, we really have two target groups that we're working with. The first is our brand representatives. These are our salespeople. These are the people out finding additional brand representatives and finding new customers for us. Generally, when we communicate with them, we're talking about building the business. We're talking about compensation plan and commissions and lead management. With our customers, we're just like everyone else. We want to address the customer's needs. We want to provide them relevant offers. We want to provide a good customer experience. But the communication is about the products and about purchasing. Historically, we haven't done a real great job differentiating our message to these two groups. In some cases, we would communicate to brand representatives more in a customer voice and vice versa, talk to customers using vernacular that's more appropriate for our business builders. We have had campaigns and loyalty programs that have really tried to target both of these groups. And because of that split message, we haven't had a lot of success with programs that are engaging specifically to customers or our brand representatives. This has resulted in a pretty high churn for our customers. We see that the majority of our customers are only placing one order with Nu Skin. We're not getting the repeat orders that we're looking for. So we're really trying to address with our new loyalty program all the things that Matt mentioned. We want to increase our repeat order rates. We want to increase our average order size, and we want to increase our customer lifetime value. One other thing that we've really tried to address when designing this program is to make it a self-funding program. We want this to be affordable. We want it to be viable long-term. We've done a lot of research and modeling around our margins, our points, what our expected participation is, so that we can get this program right so that we can really achieve the goals that we're talking about. Let me tell you a little bit about our program. It's based on tiers and points. We've got 3 tiers. As you sign up, we'll ask you for some personal information. That will depend on the market, but it'll be things like your product interests, ethnicity perhaps when that's appropriate, things like that. But once you sign up, you'll be in that first tier. The second tier is based on participation in our automatic delivery program. A lot of the products we sell, especially our nutritionals, come in a 30-day supply. So we have an automatic delivery program where we can automatically send you your vitamins or what have you every month without you having to get online and place an order. This is a program we've run for a really long time that has consistently benefited our repeat orders. So encouraging them to participate in this as well as the loyalty program is what will get them to Tier 2. Then Tier 3 is based on spend. If a customer spends $800 in a 3-month period, they'll be in Tier 3. That tier is lasted month. As you can see, points that you earn is based on your tier. It'd be 5%, 7%, or 10%. So those are some of the benefits. When you're in Tier 3, there's other benefits, other perks that we'd provide, such as early access to purchase newly released products, perhaps a birthday gift or a birthday coupon, things like that. That'll drive engagement and provide a good customer experience. One of the things that we've done to really target the increase in average order value is to peg the point earned to benchmarks. So what we've said is you'll earn at $50 benchmarks. So if you're in the 10% tier, at $50 spend, you'll earn 5 points. At $100 spend, you'll earn 10 points. At $150, you'll earn 15. Between those, there's no difference. That $50 benchmark is pretty consistent with where we see our orders being placed. So it's a really good increment for us to prompt the customer and say, hey, spend $10 more and you'll get 5 more points, things like that. One of the things we've done to make sure that the program stays profitable and viable is to manage the expiration of the points. Historically, in previous loyalty programs, we've had a pretty long expiration period, about a year. We've tried to balance the customer experience with keeping the program profitable. So that's where we arrived at 90 days. That gives them 3 months to use their points, but that's a short enough expiration period that we don't have huge liability sitting in our books for a long time. This is really where we hit customer experience and Annex Cloud. Our customers are going to interact with our loyalty program through our website. That website is backed by the Annex Cloud services. We'll provide a dashboard to our customers, showing them which tier they're on, showing them what the requirements are for the next tier. It'll provide a wallet telling them how many points they have, when those points will expire, a point history that will tell them when they've earned points, when they've spent points, and when they've had points expire. All of those things are backed by services into Annex Cloud. We've really tried to leverage Annex Cloud as our loyalty solution. We don't want to build that logic. We want to go to Annex Cloud for that. Marketing Cloud integration is critical to the success of our program. We've been running Marketing Cloud for about a year now. We've been really happy with the results. But the integration with Annex Cloud allows us to pull that loyalty data into Marketing Cloud and really create that single view of the customer. Merging that data with order data and other customer data that we've got in Marketing Cloud is really going to help us to personalize the message, to make sure that our communications are relevant and targeted. With this program, we intend to send several types of communications. Of course, we'll send a welcome. Welcome to the loyalty program. We're happy that you registered. We'll send congratulations. Congratulations, you achieved Tier 2. Probably anniversary communications. You've been a loyal member for a year. Here's a perk. Other perks like the ones we mentioned, early access to products, perhaps coupons on your birthday, but those will all be facilitated through Marketing Cloud. Part of the customer experience will be encouraging them to use points. We'll notify them when their points are about to expire so we can encourage them to place another order and use those points. And of course, when those customers near the next tier, that Tier 3, we'll send communications to them encouraging them to increase that spend and get to that Tier 3. We'll also use Marketing Cloud, of course, to promote the program. For those who haven't registered yet, we'll send out program teasers, perhaps some promotions, things like that. But Marketing Cloud is really where the rubber meets the road for us as far as supporting and building this program and communicating to our customers about the program. We purchased Annex Cloud through the SAP App Center, and I want to talk a little bit about our evaluation of Annex Cloud, why we selected Annex Cloud. We evaluated Annex Cloud along with several other leading loyalty solutions. Nu Skin is a cloud-first company. That's important to us. Annex Cloud is hosted on AWS. We were surprised that many other of the leading loyalty companies weren't hosted on public clouds at all. So we were happy with that. The integration is, of course, important. The Annex Cloud API suite is very flexible and robust. It allowed us to provide the customer experience that we want with the data that we wanted to show them when we wanted to show them. I've talked quite a bit about Marketing Cloud. The out-of-the-box integration was a big selling point for us. Those of you that have implemented software understand that integration is difficult and it's expensive. So having that integration to Marketing Cloud to build that single view of the customer was very important. If you've run loyalty programs in the past, you're probably familiar with the ASC 606 accounting rule that requires deferred revenue for these type of programs. A lot of the offerings out there will offer reporting for our finance department, telling them how many points are outstanding and expecting our finance department to manually account for those. Our finance department wanted a lot more automation with that. They wanted when points are earned, automatically defer that revenue. When those specific points are expired or redeemed, we want to recognize that revenue. They want a really tight integration. We're using SAP Revenue Accounting and Reporting, RAR, for that. Annex Cloud was the only solution that we talked to that was willing to support that type of integration to really tightly integrate our loyalty points to our financial records. As Matt mentioned, Annex Cloud is a full-service loyalty solution. We've been very happy with the loyalty solution. It supports a lot of our complex rules. Of course, it supports the standards that move from tier to tier based on spend, but it also has supported our more Nu Skin-centric rules like moving to the next tier based on participation in our automatic delivery program. So it's been very flexible for us, and that's been good. Another thing that we've looked for is a global solution. We're in 50 countries. We need a solution that supports all of those currencies, all of those languages, and potentially all of those different rules. And Annex Cloud was able to support those. When we started looking at Annex Cloud, we were really looking for just a loyalty solution. Coincidentally, at the same time, we had started looking for partners to help us with the customer referral program. So when we approached Annex Cloud and saw what they offered, we were really pleased with that holistic solution that they offer with the loyalty, customer referral, and UCG. solutions because that's going to support our roadmap going forward. Our roadmap includes, of course, rolling out our global loyalty program. We will launch the first program in about 4 days, so we're right on the cusp of launching this program in our first market. We'll spend 2020 rolling this program out to the rest of our 50 markets. We'll also make some enhancements on our customer experience. Things like prompts on our website that automatically pop up when they're nearing one of the benchmarks. Spend $3 more and you'll get 5 more points type of reminders. We really want to move into a space where we're incentivizing engagement. Things like product reviews, like a new skin on Facebook for points, things like that. We're also working through the design of our customer referral program, and we intend to expand our engagement with Annex Cloud into the customer referral area and start rolling out that customer referral program this year. We're really happy with our engagement so far, and we're looking forward to engaging with them through 2020. With that, I'll turn the time back over to Matt.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Really appreciate it. I hope that gives everybody kind of a better understanding of some of the real-world solutions that companies like Nu Skin are trying to tackle and how they're going about doing those and what they hope to gain by tackling those individual problems. Similar to Nu Skin, we see, as I've mentioned before, a lot of the exact same type of either pain points, problems, and solutions being implemented, and we're helping, just shy of 200 other retailers kind of crack this same nut and solve these same problems. And beyond retail, just so that the audience is aware, we have loyalty solutions for industries outside of retail, so manufacturing, discrete industries, public services, financial services, et cetera, just so that everyone is aware. And because we did touch on it, it was a part of this discussion. Wanted to make the audience aware that outside of the marketing cloud integration that we have within the SAP ecosystem, as well as Chris touched on, finance and RAR, there's a large number of solutions that we either already have or planned and shortly to release, integrations that we have within the SAP, either C4HANA or S4HANA stacks. And again, just wanted to make everyone aware. Happy to provide more details on any of these in a more detailed dive or another scheduled call if there is some interest here. So with that, again, I appreciate everybody's time. I'll turn it now over to Bernard for wrapping things up.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Matt, for squeezing all that in time. So we have a few minutes for questions. So if anyone has any questions, please use the group chat to enter your questions. And meanwhile, I just wanted to thank Chris and Matt again, and thank all of you for joining this webinar. And like I said, this is our monthly webinar series. We strive to highlight some of the key successes of our customers and also bring in partners as well to share their value and add to our wonderful partner ecosystem that we have, and to highlight that. So very excited that we had this opportunity. Also want to point out there's a couple links here. If you prefer to reach out directly to Chris or Matt, you have their contact information on the slide. You also have a link to our App Center where you can learn more about the Annex Cloud solution that's integrated with Marketing Cloud. And also there's a SAP Customer Webinar promotional link here as well that you could get access to some additional promotional information. So with that, I think we're pretty close to time. In terms of questions, don't have any. So thank you very much, and hope you guys have all a wonderful day. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Bernard, Martin, Chris, for the wonderful session, and thank you to our audience for joining us. I would just like to ask the audience to please fill in the survey that I've put in the group chat. Let us know your thoughts about this session, and also included you will find the wiki page where you can download the video and you can view the video of this presentation in a few weeks' time. So it seems that we don't have any questions for this session, so I would like to close it. And by thanking everyone, and on behalf of the SAP Customer Experience team, we wish you all a great rest of your day. Thank you and goodbye.